المتمسكين بولاية أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم أجمعين. Welcome to the live show of Eid al-Ghadeer, Eid Allahu Akbar with Velayat TV USA, and it's me, your host Syeda Anam Fatima Naqvi. I'm here to celebrate with you such an auspicious occasion. First of all, I would like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has given us the opportunity to celebrate such a big occasion with you people. All the Mu'mineen brothers and sisters watching our program, before I start this event and before I start discussing with you the merits of this day, I would like to congratulate you, all of you. And it is indeed Eid Allahu Akbar. Why I'm saying Eid Allahu Akbar? Because this Eid is said by Imam Jafar as-Sadiq alayhi salam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa ajjal farajum ajmain. Sadiq ali Muhammad has mentioned this Eid as Eid Allahu Akbar, the biggest of all Eid in Islam. We celebrated Eid al-Fitr, we celebrated Eid al-Adha, but when we say this is the biggest of Eid, so many people would ask our brothers and sisters of other schools of thought, why you call this Eid, the Eid Allahu Akbar, the biggest Eid? So we have the reasons, mashallah. Our holy Imam, their holy infallibles, they are guidelines for us. They have given us the correct knowledge so we can defend. They have given us correct knowledge and correct guidelines to talk about a belief. So we got to know that Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr, both these Eid, they celebrated what? They celebrate two major acts from Fru'edin. Eid al-Fitr celebrates what? Fasting. And Eid al-Adha celebrates Hajj. And who can tell better about the inner secrets of Hajj, how to perform the Hajj, and who can tell us better about the secrets of the soul fasting? There are many who knows what is the body fasting. Roza sabhi rakhte hain, but that is not the soul fasting. The exact meaning of fasting, ruh ka roza, soul fasting. Who can tell us better than Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam, having the most right on the ummah after the Prophet, peace be upon him? Who can tell us better except Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam, his sons and his grandsons, about the inner secrets of Hajj, which we celebrate at Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Adha pe kya hai? Hajj hai aur kya hai? Sacrifice hai. We remember the sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, and we know this is actually, it is Zibh Azim. And all these Eid, whatever the major events in Islam, their secret lies in Eid al-Ghadeer. अगर गदीर ना होती, इमाम al-Muttaqeen हमारे सरपरस्त ना होते, हमारे मौला ना होते, रसूल खुदा के बाद सक्सेसर ना होते, जानशीन ना होते, तो ये उम्मत एक यतीम की तरह थी. हमें शुक्र करना आज के दिन. We must be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the greatest blessing. And what is the greatest blessing? This is the blessing of Vilayah, the blessing of being born on the path of the magnanimous figure like Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, who has given us the correct guidelines after the Prophet. Imam Ali alayhi salam taught us how to perform the Hajj. There are many who perform Hajj like animals. They push each other, they punch each other, they kick, and they cause problems for the others. That is Hajj? No, that is not the rule of Hajj. ये correct Hajj नहीं है. Hajj क्या है? एक Islamic obligation तो है, लेकिन क्या सीखा है हमने? क्या कुछ transformational change आया है इतनी बड़ी journey के बाद, Hajj के बाद? And then what is fasting? और दीन के तमाम तर अरकान, नमाज क्या है, रोजा क्या है, हज क्या है, खुम्स क्या है, ज़कात क्या है, हिजाब क्या है? अहले बैत अलैहिस्सलाम के अलावा कौन हमें बेहतर बता सकते हैं? What are the teachings of Quran, the tafsir of Quran? What are the lessons in Quran for the Mu'mineen? Who can tell us better than the Ahl Bayt Rasul Khuda sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam? So we must celebrate Eid al-Ghadeer. Amir al-Mu'minin salam was announced as a successor of Prophet, peace be upon him, on this blessed day, the day of 18th Dhul-Hajj. That was the 10th year after Hijrah, at the place, at an oasis of Ghadeer. Prophet, peace be upon him, gathered all the Muslims. Those who moved ahead, they were called back because there was such an important message Rasulullah Khuda wanted to convey to Ummah. Without that, Deen was not completed. So when we celebrate Eid al-Ghadeer, when we call this is the Eid Allahu Akbar, this is the biggest of Eid, this is because there was no any Eid with about that. It was said that Deen is incomplete without it. Islam is incomplete without it. But ये वाहिद Eid है ईद गदीर के जिसके बारे में कहा गया है कि नाउ टुडे दीन इज completed, the religion is perfected. So what we are actually celebrating with you, we are celebrating with you the amazing blessing of wilaya. We are celebrating with you the allegiance of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. We must celebrate our allegiance with the Imam of our time, Am Zamana Ajalallahu Faraju Sharif. आज के दिन हमें इमाम से अपनी बैत का इजहार करना है, इस चीज को सेलिब्रेट करना है. And we have to thank Allah. Our holy imams, there are many who can ask us कि मासूम सलाम ने क्या ईद गदीर मनाई थी. ये क्वेश्चन बच्चे भी आपसे कर सकते हैं. Being elders, it's your duty to tell them yes, मासूम अलैहिस्सलाम ने मनाई थी, and give them the proper answers, historical background उनको समझाएं. This year Eid Ghadir is different than the rest of the years. Why? Because this year we all are together. It is a blessing in disguise. In this pandemic situation, we have everyone at home. We can discuss. Children loves to listen stories. So a big responsibility, a big role a mother can play. The mothers can tell stories about Eid al-Ghadir. The mother can make everyone sit at play on a lunch table, on a dinner table. They can share their views on the event of Ghadir. क्या हुआ था, Ghadir क्यों हुई थी, फजाइल क्या है, merits क्या है, and what is in it for us. Whenever there is Eid al-Ghadir, whenever there is Eid al-Mubahala, whenever there are holy birth anniversaries of our holy infallibles मासूम अलैहिस्सलाम की जब विलादत आती है, तो एक बहुत बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ये होती है ना सिर्फ सेलिब्रेट करना, वो हैव टू टेक लेसन्स फ्रॉम देयर लाइव्स. दैट इज द बेसिक थिंग मोमिनीन. History, why we share history with you, why we share the historical background of an event with you, because we have to take lesson being the follower of Ahl Bayt al-Islam, and we have to inculcate those lessons in our upcoming generation, and that is a big responsibility on the part of a mother. So this year we have everyone at home. Before this, we had excuses. Someone is busy at workplace, they have their job, they have children were busy with their studies at university, at colleges. But now we have to take advantage. In these days, we can reflect upon such major events. We can reflect upon the verses of Holy Quran. And 1 hour of reflection is better than the years of worship. So why not to take advantage of this period? And we know we cannot call many people. We cannot go out. We cannot celebrate in the way to like previously. Maybe people were going to Imam Baga. They were going to masajid to celebrate Eid al-Ghadir. But this year, decorate your homes. Why not to decorate your homes like you did on? I sure that you people might have decorated your homes on Eid al-Fitr. You would have celebrated Eid al-Azha. So this Eid, when I say this is the biggest of Eid, so this Eid has a separate, I would say, separate status. Then it must not be dismissed like an ordinary event. It should be given the importance in its correct manner. अगर ये ईद सबसे बड़ी ईद है, ईद अल्लाह अकबर है, तो ये जाहिर भी होना चाहिए, खाली कहना नहीं चाहिए, हमारे एक्शन से ये प्रूव भी होना चाहिए. हमारे घर ऐसे डेकोरेट होने चाहिए. We can organize small quiz competitions among our children. Whoever will tell better about the Eid al-Ghadir, you can select some of the questions. You can have a quiz competition among them and then set the prize, giving them a book. The book comprised of the lessons from the Ghadir, the book comprised of the event of Ghadir, or anything of their favorite. Why not to give that thing on the day of Ghadir? And your son is asking for something, I want this, I want that. Say, okay, answer these questions and you can get this thing. There are many approaches. There are many solutions, the way we can tell our new generation about the historical event, the beautiful event like Ghadir. And there, I would like to mention the beautiful words of a poet. बहुत ही खूबसूरत अंदाज से एक शायर ने गदीर खुम के वाक़े को डिफाइन किया है कि ये मुसलमान को बेदार करता है, एक मुस्लिम को अवेयर करता है गदीर. जैसे कि कहा कि इसमें हमारे लिए लेसन्स हैं, हमें इनकलकेट करने अपने लाइफ में. तो क्या है, हमारे ज़मीर को, हमारी सोच को, हमारी फिक्र को चेंज करता है. इफ वी अंडरस्टैंड द करेक्ट मीनिंग ऑफ गदीर. बहुत easy है मोमिनीन. We change our WhatsApp DP, we change our statuses, we upload different new statuses about Ghadir, or we post on social media. But to say I am a Ghadiri, the meaning is different. Being a Ghadiri means your soul is Ghadiri. You feel like you were there at the place of Ghadir. You have given your allegiance to Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib al-Islam. I'm saying such big words. I know when I say that I am giving my allegiance to Imam Ali alayhi salam, it means that I am on the path of Imam Ali alayhi salam. It means I have to obey the path of Imam Ali alayhi salam. And do not forget, the path of Imam Ali alayhi salam is the path of Haqq. The path of Imam Ali is the path of Sirat al-Mustaqim. Imam Ali alayhi salam himself is Sirat al-Mustaqim. So uploading statuses, DPs, changing profile pictures, this is another thing. Do it, but feel the Ghadeer and be a Ghadeeri. Be on the path of Imam alayhi salam. If you have deviated from this path, then this is the time, the day of Ghadeer, is to renew your allegiance to your Imam. Why not to change some of your habits? If you know that these habits might be not good in the eyes of Masum Islam, these habits must be hurting the Imam of my time, because it's not only allegiance to Imam Ali Islam. The day of Ghadeer is the day to renew allegiance to the Imam of our time too. So when we renew our allegiance, we have to change ourselves. This is the time we should take this day as changing ourselves. What is the gift we can give? We can present a hadiah to Amir al Salam. When we're happy, we give hadiah, we give a gift, we give presents. So why not to give gift to Imam alayhi salam on such a beautiful day? You can give a gift changing yourself. Okay, Mola, this habit I was not able to change in myself, and I know this is something really bad in me. It can be like you could not avoid it, but on the day of Ghadeer, you have taken oath, Mola, after this day, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to follow it, because I did wrong. I accept it, and I feel sorry for it. And if you have done wrong to someone, if you talk bad about someone, so pray for them and ask for the forgiveness. अपनी को change कर दें. एलिजियंस ले रहे हैं अल्लाह से, तो एलिजियंस नहीं कि मौला आप अपनी ये बैड हैबिट्स छोड़ रहा हूं, और आज आपकी खातिर पहले मैं नमाज को डिले करता था, नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू ऑफर नमाज इन प्राइम टाइम. सो दिस इज अ काइंड ऑफ हदिया टू मौला. और एक एलिजियंस भी आप रिन्यू कर रहे हैं कि मौला, मैं आपसे अपना अहद जो है रिन्यू कर रहा हूं कि मैं आज के बाद अब गदीरी होऊंगा, अब विलायती होऊंगा, अब आपकी मोहब्बत जिस मेरे दिल में, तो मोहब्बत कम्स विद ओबीडियंस. मोमिनीन, love is never without obedience. When we say we love Imam Ali alayhi salam, it means we have to obey Imam Ali alayhi salam. You obey your parents. This is very important. When we say we really love our parents, so our parents expect from us that we should obey them. And when we do not obey them, they say there is no point to say, okay, Mama, I love you and I do care for you, and you mean a lot to me. No, if mother's words or father's words are not worthy, कि आप उसको बॉदर नहीं कर रहे हैं, उनके वर्ड्स को, उनके एडवाइस नहीं ले रहे हैं, आप उस एडवाइस को फॉलो नहीं कर रहे, सो पेरेंट्स भी कहते हैं समटाइम्स कि मेरे अल्फाज का कोई फायदा नहीं है, कि जब आप मेरी अतात नहीं कर रहे हो, जब आप मेरे ओबीडियंट नहीं हो, तो इन वर्ड्स का कोई फायदा नहीं. तो मोमिनीन, इमाम अली अलैहिस्सलाम इज आल्सो लाइक योर फादर आफ्टर प्रॉफिट, पीस बी अपॉन हिम. इमाम का मोस्ट राइट है ओवर द उम्मा कि वो आपको गाइड करें. व्हाट ही वांट्स फ्रॉम यू इज टू बी ऑन द पाथ ऑफ हक. He wants from you to be on the path of the true Islam, to be on the path of truth. और मासूम इस्लाम की लाइफ से हमें लेसन देने हैं, गदीर से हमें लेसन देने हैं. एंड गदीर, let me share with you some of the interesting facts about Ghadeer, because whenever there is an event of Ghadeer, you should celebrate it not only with your Mu'min brothers and sisters, must discuss it and must celebrate it with non-Muslims too, with the brothers and sisters of other. You dress up and you enjoy and you celebrate and you distribute some kind of sweets to the people around you. So they would ask you, okay, what is so special about today? So you should tell them that this day, the day of 18th Zilhaj, it is a very important day indeed. It's the day of Eid. What happened on this day? They will definitely ask you, why are you so happy? Why are you distributing things? So then you have to tell them that this is the day of Ghadeer, happened on 18th of the Zilhaj. No one will deny Ghadeer ever. The hadith of Ghadeer, man kunto maulaha fahaza aliyun maula, Allahu Akbar. I feel so great, and I believe you all will be feeling the same excitement when you say these lines, man kunto maulaha fahaza aliyun maula. This line from the sermon of Ghadeer, when Rasul Khuda said this, so mu'minin, there is no third opinion about this hadith. This is the most authentic hadith. In the other schools of thoughts as well, our brothers in Ahl Sunnah, they also believe in this. There is no contradiction. This is not a controversial hadith. This hadith is accepted. This hadith is as important to others like it's important to us. So it is the blessing of Ghadeer. It is a miracle of Ghadeer. The Velayat of Amir Mu'minin Salam is such that no one can ever deny. And this is one of the amazing fact about it. The second is that 356 of Sunni scholars have narrated this narration. Man kuntu mawlaha, mashallah. Another fact is that it was such an important message that Prophet, peace be upon him, stayed 3 days there in the scorching heat of the sun at the place Ghadeer to convey the which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted him to convey. So it told us that the message was really significant. The message was significant for the Islam to be perfected. The message was significant for the deen to be completed. The message was important as the hood was important. So when that my was the place of Ghadeer Khum, definitely the message would be from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the message is only about Imam Ali alayhi salam. The message is only about the merits of the Ghadeer. And then another fact is that all the famous companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, who were present there, they have congratulated Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, not like in a form of crowd. Crowd में आप होते हैं, you can say मैं नहीं पहुंच पाया, मेरी एक्सेस नहीं थी, मैं congratulate नहीं कर सका, मैं रह गया, या बाद में deny कर सकते हैं. But Prophet, peace be upon him, made sure each and every single person present there at Ghadeer Khum must congratulate Imam Ali alayhi salam, must pay their allegiance to Imam Ali alayhi salam. So none can make an excuse afterwards, after the demise of the Prophet, that no, I was not present at Ghadeer, no, I could not give my allegiance to Imam. So every single person there. And how many people were there? From 80,000 to 1,20,000 people. And famous companions of Rasul Khuda sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one by one, they went into the camp of Imam Ali alayhi salam, and they have congratulated him, and they have paid their allegiance, and no one can deny this fact, Mu'mineen. Let me share with you a very beautiful poetry about Imam Ali alayhi salam. One of the poets said, "Ek haath ne ek haath ko itna pasand kiya," talking about raising the hands of Imam Ali alayhi salam at the event of Ghadeer. "Ek haath ne ek haath ko itna pasand kiya, जितना खुदा ने चाहा था उतना बुलंद किया." माशाल्लाह के इसमें हमें ये मालूम हो रहा है कि ये अल्लाह की रजा थी. Ghadeer was planned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The message to be conveyed was from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The significance of message was told in Surah Maida. I'm going to just share with you the Surah Maida verses when Imam Ali alayhi salam's hand was raised in the Ghadeer Khum. Before that, before the sermon, Hazrat Jibreel came there at the place of Ghadeer Khum, and Surah Maida was revealed. And what were the verses in the context of Ghadeer which can tell us in a very clear way that these belongs to Imam Ali alayhi salam only, and these verses are in the merits of the wasi of Prophet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Maida, "O Messenger, deliver what has been revealed to you from your Lord. And if you do it not, then you have not delivered his message, and Allah will protect you from people. Surely Allah will not guide the believing, Allah will not guide the unbelieving one." Here the words of Lord, the words of Allah, they are very clear. Before the sermon was started at Ghadeer Khum, this ayah was revealed. Chapter 5, verse 67 in Quran. Anyone can check. It is mentioned there, and Ghadeer pe hi suit hai, Ghadeer ke context mein. No one can relate this ayah to any other occasion. No one can relate this ayah to any other incident in Islam. No. Here, Prophet was going to convey a message. Prophet was already telling the people that I'm going to leave you soon. And before the sermon was started, this ayah was revealed. O Prophet, convey them this. If you have not conveyed, it means the Islam is not perfected, the religion is not completed. So why to celebrate Ghadeer once again? Because it is the day of the completion of Islam. It is the day when our deen was perfected. It is the day of celebrating our allegiance with Imam. It is the day to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to give us the greatest blessing of Velayat, to allow us to be born with such a magnanimous blessing of Velayat of a magnanimous figure of the history, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, who taught us about the Hajj, who taught us about the Roza, who taught us namaz, and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam taught everything to us. ये दीन हम तक पहुंचा है अहलुल बैत अलैहि सलाम की कोशिश से, उनकी उन्हीं की तमाम एफर्ट्स थी. Rasul Khuda, then after Rasul Khuda, the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, Imam Ali alayhi salam, his sons and his grandsons, even in the Karbala. We cannot separate Ghadeer and Karbala. I would, inshallah, share in today's program some of the messages from the Ghadeer. And the most important message we got from Ghadeer is the obedience of Imam Ali alayhi salam. When Prophet, peace be upon him, is conveying to us, Man kuntu mawlaha fahaza aliyun mawla. So it is such a great responsibility on the part of a Muslim to follow Imam Ali alayhi salam. How many of us follow Imam Ali alayhi salam today? How many? In our routine matters, in our life matters, where we follow Imam Ali alayhi salam. Ask yourself, I'm also an ordinary person like you. When it comes to job, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to giving donations, when it comes to be humble, when it comes to obey our parents, when it comes to be good to others, when it comes to take a stand against oppression, when it comes to be honest, when it comes to being truthful, हम कहाँ मौला को follow करते हैं? Saying Ya Ali is okay. Saying, Maula, I really love you, Maula, I'm your Shia, this is okay, but where are we following Imam? When we take the biggest decisions of our life, we put our preferences on one side and religion on the other side. Unfortunately, but I have to convey this message कि हमने अपने मौला को वैसे नहीं समझा जैसे समझने का हक था, हमने गदीर को वैसे नहीं मनाया जैसे मनाने का हक था. Ghadeer deserves to be celebrated on another level. When we say Eid, Allahu Akbar, when we say the greatest of all Eid, it means it must be celebrated in an exclusive manner. It must be celebrated in an extraordinary manner. जब ये है सब ईदों से अफजल, जब ये है ईद अल्लाहु अकबर, तो मनाई भी ऐसे जाए कि इसका स्टेटस ही अलग हो, गदीर की सेलिब्रेशन ही अलग हो. And mashallah, there are many people who are celebrating on a big level at being at their homes, but still they are celebrating. Your father can give a sermon to you. All the children can sit there in their home. In one room, you can make decorations like a Jashan environment, and you can have some gifts there. There can be a quiz competition. There can be an art competition. Whoever will make a beautiful drawing about the event of Ghadeer raising the hands of Imam Ali alayhi salam will be given a gift by the elder of the family. So there can be many things to spread the awareness of Ghadeer among our children. So let me share with you some of the sayings of Prophet, peace be upon him, about Imam Ali alayhi salam. At one place, Rasul Khuda sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying, "Oh Ali, you enjoy the status of Kaaba. You enjoy the status of Kaaba." When Prophet, peace be upon him, is saying Imam Ali alayhi salam is holding the status of Kaaba for the Muslims. So are we taking exactly the same meaning? Kaaba की तरह अगर हम मौला को समझें, तो क्या कभी हम डिसोबीडियंट हो पाएंगे? कभी ऐसा हम सोच भी पाएंगे? वी डोंट डेयर देन. अगर हम इस बात के मीनिंग को, इस हदीस के मीनिंग को समझ जाए, वी डू नॉट डेयर टू गो अगेंस्ट द टीचिंग्स ऑफ इमाम अली अलैहि सलाम, बट वी डू. दिस इज अनफॉर्चुनेट फैक्ट कि हम में से बहुत से हम लोग अपने मेरिट्स, अपने बेनिफिट्स को देखते हैं, अपने वर्ल्डली गेन्स को देखते हैं, बट वी डू नॉट गो विद द ओबीडियंस ऑफ इमाम अली अलैहि सलाम. हमने दीन को सिर्फ अपने मफाद के लिए रख लिया, सॉरी टू से, बट दीन को वाकई हमने मटेरियलिस्टिक अप्रोच अपना ली है कि हम बैलेंस ही नहीं कर पा रहे हैं बिटवीन द वर्ल्ड एंड हियर आफ्टर. हम बैलेंस ही नहीं कर पा रहे बीइंग द शिया ऑफ इमाम अली अलैहि सलाम, बीइंग द मुहिब ऑफ अहले बैत अलैहि सलाम, कि हमें एक बैलेंस कैसे रखना है. व्हाट आर द रिस्पांसिबिलिटीज ऑन द पार्ट ऑफ अ शिया? दिस इज समथिंग टू बी रिफ्लेक्टेड अपॉन ऑन द डे ऑफ गदीर. अब हमें टाइम मिला इस पेंडेमिक में, बैठें और स्टडी करें और सोचें. सो व्हाट वाज अनदर वर्स व्हिच वाज रिवील्ड एट गदीर खुम, conveying the same message about the life of Islam. This day have I put for you your religion and completed favor on you Islam as religion. Al-Ma'idah 5 verse 3. So once again we got to know by this verse Ali alayhi salam was chosen as successor on the Ghadir, and that was the day when Islam was perfect, the deen was completed, and without the day of Ghadir, Islam could not be completed. So when we celebrate Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Azha, this is just because of Ghadir. Ghadir na hoti to ye Eid al-Fitr ना तो आपके अरकान को उस तरह जिस तरह से आज आप सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं और फॉलो कर रहे हैं, आपको कौन बताते से फॉलो करते हैं, जब रसूल खुदा के बाद आपकी तमाम तर रहनुमाई इमाम अली ने सुनाई है, तो वो आप इमाम अली को अपना रहबर मानेंगे, इमाम अली अलैहिस्सलाम को मौला मानेंगे, इमाम अली अलैहिस्सलाम को वसी रसूल मानेंगे, इमाम अली अलैहिस्सलाम को मानेंगे कि हैविंग द मोस्ट राइट्स ओवर द मुस्लिम्स आफ्टर प्रॉफिट। तो उन्होंने तो आपको दीन सिखाया है, और अगर आप गदीर को ही ना समझे तो आप दीन को नहीं समझ सकते। तो इट डिजर्व्स टू बी सेलिब्रेटेड ऑन द बिगेस्ट लेवल। और हमने पास्ट कुछ ईयर्स में ऐसे किया है कि हमने अभी तक भी ऐसे नहीं मनाया गदीर को। हमने ईद उल फित्र में क्या किया, लेट मी रिमाइंड यू, हमने ईदी दी। ओके, so young children of the family, they are always ready to get the Eid from the elders. Why not to give Eid on the day of Eid Ghadir? Very important thing to discuss with you are the amal of Ghadir. Agar Ghadir ke amal discuss karon, to we got to know through our holy imams, through our holy infallibles, what must be done on the day of Ghadir. Then our Imam Musa Kazim alayhi salam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjum ajmain. Imam Musa Kazim alayhi salam, Imam taught us that we must seek nearness to Allah on the day of Ghadir. We must spend time in worshipping Allah. We spend time in ibadah. We must perform certain amal on the day of Ghadir. What are those amal? So remember us in your amals. First of all, perform ghusl. Wear neat and clean, nice clothes like you do on the Eid al-Fitr. आप गदीर के लिए भी कीजिए, आप मौला के लिए कीजिए। जब कोई आपका मिलने आ रहा होता है, कोई दोस्त मिलने आ रहे हैं, अहबाब मिल रहे हैं, यू आर ड्रेसिंग अप योरसेल्फ इन अ वेरी नाइस वे कि भाई मुझे मिलने के लिए आ रहे हैं मेरे फ्रेंड्स। व्हाई नॉट फॉर मौला एंड व्हाई नॉट फॉर एन ओकेजन लाइक गदीर? आप तैयार होंगे तो बच्चे देखेंगे कि यार देयर इज समथिंग रियली स्पेशल, कि मदर आज काफी ड्रेस्ड अप हैं, आज काफी तैयारी हो रही है, किचन इज बिजी टुडे मेकिंग डिलीशियस मील्स, आज काफी घर पे डेकोरेशंस हो रही हैं। किड्स को भी इन्वॉल्व करें अपने साथ, तो मालूम होगा जब आपसे खुद क्वेश्चन करेंगे, इज देयर समथिंग स्पेशल अबाउट टुडे? दिस टाइम आई गेस मामा दिस ईयर द वे यू आर डेकोरेटिंग, ये कुछ ईद उल फित्र से भी आप ज्यादा कर रही हैं, आप ईद उल अजहा से भी ज्यादा कर रही हैं। जब बच्चे क्वेश्चन करेंगे तो फिर आप बताएंगी कि जी ये ईद उल फित्र ईद उल अजहा से ज्यादा ही है, ये ईद है और उन तमाम ईदों से बढ़कर है बेटा। सो दैट्स आई एम डूइंग ऑल दिस ऑन अ ग्रेटर लेवल। तो सब कुछ उससे ज्यादा करें उसके ट्रू मीनिंग में। मौला ने क्या बताया अमाल, और ये अमाल अपनी फैमिली के साथ परफॉर्म करें। द हेड ऑफ द हाउस मस्ट लीड ऑल द फैमिली मेंबर्स। आप घर को क्यों मस्जिद नहीं बना लेते, घर को क्यों बारगाह नहीं बना लेते? गदीर के मौका पर ये मैसेज कन्वे करना चाहूंगी। टेक योर हाउसेस एज इमाम बारगाह, टेक योर हाउसेस एज मसाजिद. The father or the head of the family should lead the amal, and the rest of the family members should follow. How beautiful! This is how you're going to celebrate Eid Ghadir. Perform ghusl, wake up early that day, wear neat and clean, nice clothes, and the most important thing is to donate something. Give Eid. I was telling already. Give Eid. Why to give Eid? Eid giving on the day of Ghadir is like giving donation. And if you donate 1 dirham on the day of Ghadir, it equals to 1,000 dirham on the other days. Go and look for the other mu'mineen who are suffering, and there are many who have suffered during this pandemic. Due to COVID-19 situation, हमें पता है many of the persons they have lost their job. There are many families, there are many mu'mineen who are suffering. Why not to give away something on the day of Ghadir? Why not to send them parcels? You cannot invite them, send them parcels. There are many things to be done on the day of Ghadir, inviting friends and family, or to give them the lunch, because this year you cannot invite, but then you can deliver parcels of lunch to them. एक मोमिन को खाना खिलाना अहम है, इतना अज्र है, इतना सवाब है। और डे ऑफ गदीर पे अगर आप खिला रहे हैं तो आप अंबिया को खिला रहे हैं, सिद्दीकीन को, मलाइका को, और आपको इसका सवाब है कि आप कीजिए फॉर योर आखिरा। फिर पे डोनेट कीजिए एज एन ईदी, डोनेट know who are in the world today, who are your Muslims brothers and sisters, सफर टाइम उनके लिए डोनेट कीजिए, अमाल परफॉर्म कीजिए, मस्ट रिसाइड ज़ियारत अमीन अल्लाह दैट बिलोंग्स टू इमाम अली अलैहिस्सलाम। अगर ये सिचुएशन ना होती तो जरूर जो जा सकते वो नजफ जाते, बिकॉज इमाम काजिम अलैहिस्सलाम हैव लाइक दिस एंड recommended anyone who can go to the zari, who can go of Amir al-Mu'minin salam, must go there and offer salam and recite ziyarah of Amir al-Mu'minin salam. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam called this Eid Allahu Akbar. And I would end the program with the saying of Imam Raza alayhi salam. Imam Raza, if you want joy state sevens, then you must feel happy in the periods of joy, and you must feel grief in our periods of grief. तो मासूमीन की खुशी है, आप भी खुशी मनाइए, और जब मुहर्रम होगा मासूमीन का गम होगा, गम मनाइएगा. Purpose is that take lessons from Ghadeer, be obedient to Imam of your time, inculcate those lessons in your life, and do remember Team Velayat TV USA and your host Syeda Anam Fatima Naqvi in your duas. Iltimas se dua, Allahumma jalli waliyak al-faraj.